Just a little pre-video of what we're building this K70 into. It's gonna look different soon. Still want a Corolla?
That's the saddest thing I've ever seen.
My calculations are correct. Impressed?
Yeah.
You're impressed. Now might as well give us a lift while you're impressed.
That's a solid effort.
A couple of precision cuts. And then upside down the trailer. Fuck, I can't reach it. It wasn't the weight, it's like I'm just going too far. Like you're too far your weight. Slowly. Straight to scrap. No broken glass. That's cool, the Anzac sticker. This is the beginning. That under that. So yeah, I've fully cleaned the KE70. And I've cleaned this. So now we're gonna work out a way to get that under that. Easy. That goes there. Wow. If it was only that easy. But yes, this is where it begins. Basically cut all the base floor, everything out of the Prairie and fit Toyota Corolla floor, engine bay, whatever we can, wheel tubs, more Corolla the better. So yes, plus we're going to add 90mm to wheelbase, so we're going to attack that pretty much first, stretch this 90mm to get the wheelbase the same as the Prairie and go from there. So yeah, that's the idea. Just slip that on that. Enjoy. I've been playing around with back seat. A dream that still retains its 7-seater. See how we go. It's a completely different floor. I was just going to have wheel tubs in the back where the Prairie didn't have big wheel tubs and a diff. So big hump in the back where Prairie just had flat floor. Trans tunnel. No trans tunnel. So yeah, it's a fair bit to do, but this is what we do best. Make shit work. Toyota Corolla Prairie. Moving along. All the Corolla floor, rear, front. That's Corolla column and floors in there. This is full Corolla engine bay. It's all in just not mock-up, but everything's just been locked into place, and obviously a hint of a JZ sump. Bit of a sunken recessed firewall there. Yeah, it's moving along. It's all square. It's all locked into place. Show you the underside. My Prairie has a diff. Ah, yes. Yeah, floor pan. We had to extend the chassis 120mm, the wheelbase. So yeah, Corolla to Prairie. Early stages, but it's rolling and steering. It is officially rear wheel drive. And this is what's been cut out of the Prairie. All this. This is the You want to know what engine's going in this sweet girl? Yes. I've had this motor for about a year. It came out of an old drag rail. I shouldn't say old. I think it is old, but obviously new technology in it. So this here, I got videos of it running, which I'll post up now. This is obviously naturally aspirated. It's, from what I know, it's 3.2 stroker, full CNC ported head. Well, which it is. I've looked at it all in the head and stuff like that. You can see all CNC, some marks on there. Obviously, whoever built it. And it just sounds so good. And building this Prairie, like, I'm not chasing big power. I just want it to sound raw and cammy and just awesome thing to drive. So you're gonna hear the lumpiest Prairie you've ever heard. Maybe the only Prairie with big cams in it. Yeah, there's the motor. And that girl. 2JZ GE. So obviously they've built it off a NA motor anyway, because NA rocket covers and stuff like that. Runs a Haltech Elite. I'll have to dig that out. I'm going to run a Supra W58. Just stuff I've got here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's kind of plug the loom in, terminate it, and it runs. So our job now is to get this in there. Heaps of fab work to do still. The car's basically just locked in its position. Towers, floors, everything like that's where it's going to be. So the next thing is we'll get this motor where it's going to be, so we know what we're doing with firewall, if we're doing how big the tunnel's going to be, and yeah, and I'll get some massive headers made up for it, maybe like just tapping the bonnet. So yeah, that's the plan for the Prairie NA 2J. It was almost rotary. Basically, we body dropped it so far that the 2J wouldn't fit under the bonnet. So we actually ended up lifting the body drop a little bit, just so the 2J would clear the bonnet. I don't want anything out the bonnet, unless it's like a piece of header or something, or a piston. But yeah, so it's body dropped, obviously. It's to get this height. Once the diff is short, I'll get some nice wheels in the back. And once the actual coilovers are in the front, I'll get some camber. I'll be able to get more offset under the front as well. So yeah, it's turning out bloody awesome. This excites me. So yes, today, engine is getting slammed in the engine bay, and we'll know where we're at, start making mounts and whatnot. Motor dumped in there, needs to go back about 60 mil. So I have to do a bit of a tunnel on the firewall, recess. Yes, it's all pretty tight, but literally been dumped in there, so not bad. Oh yeah, the engine's sitting in there. No gearbox tomorrow. Engine's in its position. Its final resting place. Some mounts are just kind of welded at this end, but just sitting on the plate. So it allows us to still move the engine left and right and whatnot, but that's pretty much its location. This probably doesn't fit in anymore. Yeah, sits real good. There you go, 4-sill. Inside we've just dummy strapped it to the firewall because we're going to cut the tunnel, so get a bell housing. Gearbox will definitely be doing the tunnel in this car. A little throttle for the passenger. Probably should just leave a hole there. Maybe not a bad idea. Yes, moving along, real good. How's the engine? Big gay engine. It's progressing real nicely. Sadly, been a bit of a slow week because taking that drifting. Oh yeah. Well, there's my wheels for going drifting. So I'm going drifting JDMX Park Saturday morning. So that'll be the 10th and 11th, Saturday and Sunday I'm going drifting at JDMX Park. So if you're in SA, just come out. I'll take you some passenger runs if it's still running. But yeah, I've been thrashing this week, getting this prepped, but I'll put a video up of it next weekend if it's a success. Even if it's not a success, I'll put it up. But yeah, so we've been on the prairie in between getting ready for drift. Yeah, motor's where it's got to be. We've been doing like heaps of the finish off style panels. Just joining all the tubs, joining all the seal panels. Oh, can't get enough of the doors. That's ridiculous. Yeah, just all stuff that ties the two chassis together. So, yeah, pretty good week. And this week I've also had the Hoonigan video come out of my Odyssey. So if you haven't seen it, go look at Hoonigan. I'll put a link of the video in the description. But yeah, get on there and comment and maybe just say whatever about my channel, try and bring people over. But yeah, that video come out and been pretty awesome. Show people how slow my car was. Yeah, so that's been an exciting week, just chatting to heaps of new people, and which has obviously made the channel get to 30,000 now, which is ridiculous. So biggest thank you. Crazy. This is probably where I should tell people to subscribe, but I never do. I guess I'm not the intro type or the tell you to do shit you don't want to do. So subscribe if you want, or don't if you don't want. But yeah, Prairie is coming along. We'll have a massive week on it next week, and gearbox mounted, and just everything's kind of happening now. It's cannot wait. Once headers are coming out the engine, touching the bonnet, and yeah, all the good stuff, all the exciting stuff now, because every little mod we do just looks cool. So yeah, still toying around with the third seat idea. I won't let it go, but I might have to soon. So yeah, big thank you to everyone, and hope you enjoyed this video.